Good afternoon, a beautiful day in the hood again, brothers. It's me and my man here, Tony. We shit talking at its best, as we normally do. It's a great day here. It was raining earlier, but it seemed like it's gotten a little
Yeah,
better.
we done cleared up, man. The padding dry, so we ain't out
Yeah,
here getting soaking wet, so it's all good.
yeah.
But I wanted to break this thing right open and talk about the government shutdown
Hmm.
that we just supposed to had or almost had again. And
Yeah.
I just said, man, when I hear these things, as I told you before, that politics not my thing. I think they're a bunch of liars. I think it's a game they play with us, and they just proved my point again because I said we a couple of episodes ago we were having talking about politics and stuff, and I said they play games with American people. They play games with our lives, white and black. They play games with our lives, and they have people on the edge of wondering how they gonna pay their bills. Man, we can make it shut down. What can we do, man? What am I gonna do? They get it. People probably get anxiety or
Hmm. Hmm.
depression and all this stuff thinking about, man, where I'm go. They don't have to worry about it. They already making 200,000-300,000 a year and still gonna get paid when the government gets shut down.
Right.
But they could play games with us as American people and talk about this. That's something they gotta do. They gotta shut the government down to keep things going. But wow, last minute, oh, we found a solution. And it happens I don't know how many years this do, 5 to 10 years when we go through this. But Dale, you gotta help me out with this. You more in politics than me.
Listen,
I don't
Tony,
know
man,
what
this
they do.
government shutdown, I think we should be used to it by now. Or at least used to the games that they play with us by now. And now, listen, this is a different game than the game that they playing with us when we go to apply for some sort of medical assistance or some sort of social services assistance. It's the same game. Once you have it now, you don't have it tomorrow. That's the game that they play. So we, as a community, I'm just speaking from the black community because I'm a black man. We should be used to the game plan. We know the end result is going to be. The end result is going to be nobody will be hurt in the long term.
But
Now,
why do they want us to believe? Why do they want us to go through? Why do they want you to get anxiety? Why do they want to tell you this stuff needs
in
to
real
happen?
simple terms, Tony, they need something to do.
That's all it
It's
is.
just that simple, bro. They need something to do. And when I say need something to do, they have to say, listen, man, I got to spend another 3 years let me say 3 months or so on this whole shutdown issue.
Mhm.
Get the people's temperature up. See how the election year is coming. We got to get them broiling, bro. I
That's
mean,
that.
just
That's that
broiling.
game. That's that
That,
game they
it's the
playing and
game, bro.
everything. And that's what the problem I have with it, man. Because I think it's playing with people's lives is not something we should be doing. I just overheard a conversation. We was out last night and there was a conversation going on, and the guy was stressing how much your vote do count. He was trying to still stress that point to the people he was speaking with.
Mm.
And I just can't. And it just like if we got all these jokers playing games, it just has me at a problem. If they not playing, if they not real with what they doing with us, man. So I know a lot. I think you would say your vote count. You have to vote. My wife would probably
Yes.
say it, but I just think why these clowns just joke around and play with people's lives, man. It's a waste of my time.
But
To
it really ain't about you. It really ain't about me. It's not about. The only thing it's about us is the effect of the shutdown. But really, the game playing and the gamesmanship, that ain't about you and me. That's on their end.
it's
It's like playing Monopoly, Tony.
okay.
And I win the game, or I got more money than you. I'm farther down the line. I don't need to know what's behind me. It's getting forward to that finish line, and that's the power of
Other politicians.
other politicians.
Yeah, that's why I know. That's why I say they play the game. It ain't really about us directly, but it's about the
Exactly.
American people.
Ex-
It's about the
Some of
American
them.
people.
They cut it in half, bro. You on this side, I'm on this side. I have money on this side. You don't have
Oh
money
yeah,
on this
well,
side.
I'm not talking about people with money. The
Okay,
people with money could care less. They don't care about
exactly.
it, right? So that's what I'm talking about. The people that don't have the money, that's who it affects the more in this
Exactly. I
game. So
agree.
I'm saying, so it does affect me and you in that situation. Yeah, I remember during the pandemic, it was a show on, everybody in the house, so you watching TV trying to find different things to show. And it was rich guys on the TV show that just was out there trying to bid on cars for
Right. That's crazy.
Billions
Yeah, I
in
get
it.
it.
And I'm just sitting there just like these jokes
Yeah, I get it.
ain't feeling this pandemic don't mean nothing when you got money. So that's what you saying is it's sad. But
Exactly.
that's all I'm looking at the people who need. I'm looking at the people. I know the rich. They rich and they just getting rich. And these things like this probably help them get richer.
Well, hold on.
Like the pandemic probably helped a lot of people from what I hear got rich.
Yeah, a lot of people did get richer, Tony. Hold on now. That pandemic helped a lot of less
fortunate
folks. It really did.
How did tell
because
me
I'm saying everybody who was not working because of the pandemic, they got $600 every week, no questions asked. Bam, bam, bam.
Was it every week?
Every week.
Okay, I guess because I work.
Right. You would know about that. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. My man would know about that.
Yeah,
but
I knew they was getting a check, and I know people talk about
every week, Tony.
Every week.
$600. Now I'm saying, if you a college student, right, and you were working part time, right, you make $300 a week, right?
Right.
You can guarantee in your account every week it's going to be $900 in there.
Right.
900 every week.
Right.
No taxes taken out, no Social Security, no nothing. Every week. And you know what made the game fair? You couldn't give a joker who's making $10 million more than that $600 every week. You couldn't give a guy who's making $100,000 more than $600 a week. Every single body who was in this country, I'm just saying America because that's where I live. Everybody got that same $600 a week across the board.
I don't think they did. Not if you made a certain. If you made over a certain amount of money. Yes, you did.
No, Tony.
I didn't get it. I didn't get it.
Look at that guy. I'm saying if
My wife didn't get
if you were working and you were laid off because of the pandemic. If you were laid off because of the pandemic, because most people couldn't go into the office because of the pandemic, right? So if you're a central employee, you have to go in, you know, no matter what, you're essential. But if you were laid off because of that pandemic and you had to stay at home, everybody who was working age,
no matter how much money they made,
no matter how much money you made that year, if you were working age and you had a job and they laid you off, I'm telling you, you got that $600
so that's
every
why
week.
when I go, is that why these people tell me Trump got the money? Is that why they tell me?
Basically,
Trump was in there. We got money when Trump was in there.
I'm
That's
saying,
what they
Tony,
about.
jokers have benefited from the pandemic because the crab legs were flowing, and I'm not saying that from anybody.
I know that.
Everything was flowing. People was getting out. They just couldn't sit down and get out.
Right.
They just couldn't buy stuff.
But maybe they
go
was
into a store
getting
and
more
buy
money.
stuff.
Money was coming in that
Tony,
wasn't coming
I'm here
in.
to tell you the pandemic was terrible for a lot of families out there, guys. Don't get me wrong, especially with your loved ones that you lost. I was fortunate. I didn't really lose any close loved ones, but I had connections with people who passed during the pandemic. I get it. I do. But when I look at we talk about the financial standpoint of it, people, bro, they benefited because they had no pay no gas.
That enlightened me some about these jokers that keep talking about when Trump was in there, we was getting money, and they had but do you believe if another president was in at that time, would the same thing had happened?
Oh, absolutely. Because I'm going to tell you.
But this is what they don't look at. They look like now that Biden's in there. Oh, ain't no money flowing in the streets now and all this type of things. But I see what they doing there. I see the Trump not
the
all
Trump effect.
Trump affected some blacks.
Yes.
And Hispanic people.
Yes.
I see that.
Yes.
I know some white people just love him because
he's Trump.
He's Trump.
Yeah,
he does.
I get it, Tony.
But I can see the money flow.
It was flowing, bro.
And when you're not making any money, I mean, I guess
when you're going into the job, Tony, from college or from anywhere, and you at the end of the week they give you your check, it's $300, right?
Mm-hmm.
When you don't go into the job, at the end of the week, your check is $900.
Right.
It ain't no taxes taken out of it. It ain't no social, nothing.
Right.
And it's pure cash to your account. And you're gonna sit around and you're gonna say, what am I gonna do with this today? I mean, how do I deal with this today? Oh, you know what I wanted? I wanted that bag. I wanted that cologne. I wanted that bicycle.
That's what they gonna do with the money. They not gonna do. They gonna do the smart thing and say, I need to save this money up for that next rainy day.
I'm saying some of you. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying all. I'm just saying
some of the ones who are out there,
and they are just. They took that money, and a lot of them benefited. A lot of them benefited from just banking it.
I mean, some of them probably could, and some of them probably couldn't. But like you said, some of them, it was about the crab leg and pizza party.
Right,
every Friday,
right.
you know.
Every Friday, and I'll be honest with you, I was one of them.
Is that right?
I was one of them, and I say why I had to go to work every day. Don't get me wrong, fellas. I was one of them, whereas we just turned it into a fish fry every week, bro, on Fridays.
Is that right?
I know most people eat, not most people, but we eat fish on Fridays, right?
Fish Friday.
Fish fry Friday. Mm-hmm. So we turned it into that, and every Friday we had this fish.
Is that right?
Seafood, just straight out. But we ain't had no restrictions on it, bro. You know, stuff that I probably normally wouldn't buy, I bought.
You just got it because you was in that 600.
I was in that 600. I wasn't in it, but a family member was in it. A family member was in it, and it was, we benefited.
Yeah, okay.
You know, it gave us bonding time to come together, to do projects in the house, because they were already home. I was coming home, so with my few days off, I had a week. I came home, they were ready for me.
Right.
I wasn't ready for them. I wanted to go to sleep. I wanted to chill.
They've been chilling all day, so
they were planning shit.
Ready.
Bro, I mean, and I'm saying shit because we shit talking, bro. They planning shit all, they ready for me. And it's like, okay, all right, he home. All right, look, here's the laundry list of stuff that we need to get done.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, damn, you know?
Well, that's good to know, man.
It worked.
It helped, and I really understand now, like I said, because people that I hear talk about all that Trump did for us, I just be like, man, I don't see it. But if y'all got that 600 and put it in y'all pocket every week, I can understand you feel. And I heard people, some of them want them back, say they need them. And you think you're gonna get that 600 again?
No, it ain't coming back. It ain't coming back. It ain't coming back.
They think
not my
Trump,
lifetime.
Yeah, they think Trump gonna put it back in their pocket again. But
Trump ain't putting nothing back in your pocket, bro. And anybody who thinks that's the case, you know, I'm going to say good luck with that. I'm not saying either way, whether I'm a Republican or I'm a Democrat. All I'm saying is good luck with that, or independent. Good luck with that.
Right,
you know? Right. Yeah, man, it wasn't all that bad, bro. I just don't see it all that bad. So.
Well, I mean, you can't say all that bad. I mean, when you're losing lives, it's bad.
Right. And then I put that out there earlier.
Yeah, you did, but the lives are even more than $600. I'm pretty sure some family members, you could kept your $600.
Yeah, stick it up your crap. You know what I mean?
You know,
I get it.
If I can have my father, mother, brother, sister, cousin, son, friend back. But so that's what we're gonna leave that right there. But that's cool.
Yeah,
that's
man,
cool,
man. You know, we gotta always believe that there's something out there for everybody. And the one thing, and I'm going back on the Trump thing just real quickly, the one thing I'm saying is that they could not say about Trump was that he wasn't discriminatory towards anybody. Right. Because it was across the board to anybody. That $600 everybody got. Nobody was left out who was eligible. Now was there fraud in it? Damn right. Because the businesses took a chunks of that pandemic money, and it was terrible, bro. And individuals did that. Took there was PPP loan, and they ran through it like it was like, God dang, this is, and a lot of jokers went to jail. Tony about that. They don't know, but a lot of them went to jail for that.
They came and got a lot of.
They did. So you can't get Trump on that one, you know, but, you know, it's a lot of shit that you can get him on, but that's one. With the pandemic, I think we as a community, I ain't gonna say most of us, some of us benefited.
Some people maybe in that sense of that maybe did. What you think? You think it's coming back? I hear that the pandemic, we gonna get hit again. What's your thoughts?
Well, we're gonna get hit with another. It's not gonna be so much as a pandemic. It's gonna be a crisis. A crisis in medical attention. Just like this. It started already with Kaiser Permanente. Last week. They strike. They went on strike.
I got some. I'm with Kaiser. I got something in my email about this strike.
They had this one lady on TV. She said, I am so heartbroken because my son could not get his surgery for his ears. She said that. She said, listen, my son can't get his surgery. They keep calling it off. You know, they postponed it. And then I found out now, today, they postponed it again, and I cannot take it. And I don't know what this lady was. I can't say I'm not a psychiatrist or anything. I don't know if she was suicidal at that point.
Right.
Where she was just, I just had enough.
That's what
I
she
need to blow this
like?
Oh, man. I'm telling you, Tony, it was heartbreaking. It was wrenching to me. I was like, God dang. She was like, he's crying all night. His ears, you know, all they need to do is release that pressure on his ears.
Right.
They scheduled the surgery, they postponed it. They just postponed it again because Kaiser went, and they
Are they still on strike?
I think they may be. No,
You know,
yes,
I
think they
heard
may
it
be.
on the news, but I did get an email because I'm Kaiser.
You're Kaiser,
you know,
okay, yeah.
And I got an email saying, I was like, oh wow, but it hasn't affected me. But I'm sorry to hear about. I hope that lady gets the help she wants for her child and everything. I hope they could have gave some pain medicine at least for.
And I'm thinking that it's just like she's like, I'm tired. I want the surgery done. I have the insurance to do the surgery, and you're not going to do the surgery because you're striking.
Yeah.
But the pandemic, that's your question was, whether we're going to get hit again.
Mm-hmm.
It's things like that gives me no doubt in my mind we will get hit again because we're short on healthcare workers, Tony.
Right.
We're short on every healthcare worker you can depend on. You just don't go in the hospital and they schedule the surgery. There's a team of jokers around you that have to be there to do their job.
Exactly.
And then not only is the shortage in pandemic related, but it's in the whole education related. It's part of things. We ain't graduating enough physician assistants or nurses. We need nurses, bro. Like we need bus drivers for the school system. All these buses you see out here, we need them.
The problem, they got to pay them people, man. They got to pay them people.
That's a whole other issue, Tony.
Yeah, I mean, but teachers, you said put teachers in there, they've always been underpaid. And what they have to go through these days with the kids and this generations, man.
Calling each other niggas and blah, 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 this and that. And I'm like, what? Calling each other what?
Yeah, well, we've always used the N-word. The N-word is
sorry about that.
It affects. I mean, we can say we shit talk.
Yeah, right.
I'm pretty sure say it. I'm just saying I'm calling it the N-word right now because that's what we do it on TV. That's what they use.
That's politically correct, is what Tony is saying.
Exactly.
Speak for you, bro.
You
good enough.
You're saying it correctly. Yeah, that's all it is. But what you feel about the N-word? Because I feel I'm kind of different about the N-word myself. Do I think it should be just taken out of vocabulary altogether? Should we never use the word again? Or because us as blacks have jived like we made it a term of endearment, as we say sometimes. We've taken the word and we've flipped it, as they want to say, and use it as, that's my nigga right there, man. That's my and that's how we use it. It's used. But then you say a white person can't say it even like that.
Yeah.
They say it like that. Nah, you can't use it and stuff like that. So you feel that it should be stopped, or we should just take it out?
Well, we've known each other, guys, since we were babies.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm saying, I've always felt you should never use it.
Okay.
It should be taken out of the mouth. I just used it. I felt not good using it. And that's why I said sorry, folks. But listen, I don't think we should ever use it.
I think.
Don't.
But
and you gonna tell me that they use it as a term of endearment?
Yeah.
I'm good.
See, and this is the thing. This is the thing. And I know me and Dale, we come from different sides of the street when but been friends for 40 years, 45 years at least.
Yeah.
And
don't tell my age, man.
It's 45.
There you go, my brother. You sharp dude, bro.
So we Dale came up from, and I could tell from him saying, we use it as a term of endearment. Where he came up from was Northwest, Northwest DC, and I know some dudes over there do use, but it wasn't like it is in Southeast in the hood. Nigga was nothing to where my nigga at? You know what I'm saying? That's my nigga in there, man. That's my nigga. We would say that, but I understand, the negativity of the word, and I especially understand it now. Well, I learned it in when I was in my 20s. You know, we always, when we were growing up, I don't even know if you heard this, Dale, because if you say you here, I don't even know if the saying from my hood or growing up, I'm telling you, somebody call you a nigga, you tell them you ain't a nigga, you a negro. When you become a nigga, you'll let them know. You never heard that?
I've heard that before in my life, bro.
Lord, Dad.
I ain't never heard that before in my life, bro.
That was the thing.
Well, so that was the thing.
That was the thing. Your mother would tell you. That somebody call you a nigga. They call you a nigga, tell me you ain't no nigga, you a negro.
Okay.
When I become a nigga, I'll let you know.
That's a good one, bro. That's a good one.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know how many of y'all have heard it, but you probably have to be deep in the hood.
Y'all got to please let us know. Just text me in. Because if you know that one, please hit us up, bro.
Yeah, that was just the thing. When you was in grade school.
I get it, yeah.
But let me tell you.
So hold on. But why mom tell you if a joker call you a nigga, tell him I let you know?
Because it was negative. We knew it was negative. It came a term of endearment later, and we were kids then.
Yeah.
We talking like 60s, 70s.
Yeah.
By the time we got in the 80s, it got flipped. It got flipped by the time in the 80s, it got flipped. But no, we knew, and like I said, I knew it was negative. I knew a white person call you, it was wrong. I knew white people would use it to say something about black, but I didn't know. I thought it was just that's what they say about black people. You just a nigga. I didn't know the definition of it. This what happened. I'm out one day. I'm in my 20s. I'm out with we with a mixed group of people, a couple of other black kids, and I'm probably, I could say 20-something, early 20s, and some white kids. And they might have been 18 to 20 or 21, whatever. So we out having some drinks, underage drinking. I think everybody was 18. You gotta be 21 now.
21, Tony, 21,
Didn't
bro.
it change when 18? Alright, so anyway, we was probably underage drinking. I was 21.
It's all good, guys.
But we chilling and everything, having a real good time. And this white guy had said something, and had us laughing. And I said, nigga, you a trip, man. Nigga, man, this white boy, Jim, he's like, I'm not a nigga. Don't call me a nigga. And it just hit me, it set me back for a minute. Now, I could have wiped him up with the floor. That wasn't the point. That wasn't the point of doing that right there. I could have just said, man, but it just hit me that word is that negative to this dude.
Yeah.
That nerd is that negative to this dude. So that made me look at it as a different whole. Not that it wasn't a term of endearment when we say it to each other, just how they think about it. That was more. Now I'm saying, Dale, you might have already knew that or already felt that was that negative of a word. But I didn't until that white guy did that, and I was like, a white person better never say it to me. Now it was like you better not even open your mouth. The end part better not come out your mouth around me. Because now I know how you think about me.
Yeah.
I know what you really think. Cause I'm telling you, that dude was not. He was like. That was the worst word in the world.
Don't you ever call me that.
I'm not a nigga. I'm not a nigga. I'm like, God, man, what happened? You know what I'm saying? But, so I know, I'm not saying, I have no problem with taking the word out of
Well, now you're more sophisticated. And you're evolved. And you're so much more, I guess.
No, I understand.
You're more sensitive to the word, Tony.
I understand the
word
word,
back then.
but I still have a problem with it. I still could say, I like to say brother more. I try to say, that's my brother. What's up, brother? Hey, brother, how you doing? And stuff like that. And they tell us to use king a lot. I'm trying to get into that. But coming up from the hood, and from the 80s, 90s, 2000, man, that's my nigga, man. You know, if you was with, and Denzel say it,
He says it. My nigga, right.
It's a term. That's what it's a term of endearment. Saying that's my man.
Right.
So,
but who the dude? To jump to the movie, the dude he said it to, he didn't understand it.
He probably didn't. He was a white boy. He was a white boy. He probably wanted to say what dude. He probably wanted to say what he said to you. Don't call me. But Denzel probably knew Denzel was backhand. But he probably wanted to say that. Don't call me a nigga.
That's right.
Don't call me. I'm not a nigga. So I mean, I just think, and let me tell you this: only other reason I really don't like to say, man, we should just stop it all together, because I think it's what you, it's not what you say, it's how you feel about what you're saying. See, that's we put a lot of false narratives out here that, hey, how you doing? And all this, and the same person, you know that nigga, man, he
ain't right.
He ain't right though.
Yeah.
See, I don't like the phoniness, the phony and the fakeness. So taking the word out, does it change their mind?
But does it make you real saying it though?
No, it don't make. No, it make not real. It ain't make me real. But I feel what I'm saying to him. That's my brother. When I say it out my mouth, I'm saying that's my brother.
So is it an emphasis statement? Like this is my brother, and I'm putting emphasis on it in a way that is not. You know. I don't know how to say it in another way. But that's my brother.
It's just like,
you know what I'm saying?
Right. Dude, we having a conversation. You know, you remember Mike? Mike.
Yeah,
he went to school and dude said, "Who's something, Mike?" Man, that's my nigga right there. It's that you know.
Exactly.
Yeah, I
that's
know Mike. That's my man. So you
emphasis.
know now.
So it's emphasis.
So that's why I'm saying, but it's emphasis, and I'm saying, so we take it out like they do now. They, you know, white people can't say it or don't supposed to say it. They probably say it in their house or whatever in front of TV.
But hold on now. Oh yeah, that may be the case. But see, I don't know about that, Tony, because that's another topic for me. Has that ruined any relationships though? And I don't want to go into relationships, but I'm saying if I'm dating you and you white and I'm black and you start talking nigga, oh man, look at that nigga, or what? Look at this N-word. I'm just saying how prevalent is that? Or does that happen? I guess it does. I know it does happen.
But it does. I mean, people get in trouble for saying it.
Exactly. That's a better way to say it. People get in trouble for saying that. But God,
but I'm just saying, I'm not. If we was decide to take it out, I can live without it. I can live without it. But I'm just saying the feeling that you had when you say it. See, and a person that really has that mentality of them niggas, they like. We say, I don't know if they call thugs. They substitute thugs now for niggas.
Well, ghetto.
They just changing the word. See, it ain't the word that need to be changed. It's the mindset. It's the mindset. That's all I'm talking. You know how long it took. They never. I don't know if they ever did. You could tell me when those guys went up on the Capitol, when white America went up on the Capitol. Did they call them thugs?
No. But now remember who's saying it.
I know who's saying. That's what I'm saying. The media.
Right.
The media and the people sitting that's outraged. There's a bunch of thugs on there. But they was people of color. It been a bunch of thugs up there.
No, it been a bunch of dead people up there.
Wait, I'm just talking about what they call them. I'm talking about the words they gonna use.
Okay.
So I'm saying thugs is just
gangs.
It's just changing the name. You can't say the N. It's a bunch of N's up there. It's a bunch of those, a bunch of thugs. But they can't. White people, for some reason, they're not thugs.
They said it was peaceful. They said it was a peaceful protest.
Wait,
I mean, Fox. That was on Fox News. Sorry, Fox. Y'all been sued for $780 million.
Fox ain't see nothing wrong. They just got out of hand. Got out of hand a little. But that's it. But nah, I'm just saying. So if we can't change the mindset there of people that think that way, I don't think changing words gonna really help. But I don't have a problem with the word being taken out of everybody, if that's what comes down. But I just think mindset is more important than a word.
We'll be right back.